There are a few worse places to be in London than Euston Station. And there are a few worse times to be there than 5:30 in the morning. That's where we are today. That's the Watford sign. It's just gone 6 o'clock, and in 15 minutes we will be beginning the Overground challenge, all 113 stations. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I'm thinking around 11 hours maybe. But yeah.
Welcome aboard the Lioness line to Euston.
Right. There we go. Alright, made it to Euston. That's the Lioness line done. And now I have about 40 minutes to make it to Battersea Park to catch one of 2 trains that leave that station this morning for the rest of the day. Here's a time check. Let's go. Alright, so the plan is to go to Battersea Power Station, and then from there, assuming I arrive in time, I'll have 14 minutes to walk from there to Battersea Park. I think that's the brand new exit that just opened like very recently. Oh, would you look at that? I see an orange door. There's an overground train at Battersea Park. Let's just hope I make it. Alright. I've made it to Battersea Park on time. It seems like there's a southern disruption this weekend, so this train and the one at 8:15 might be the only 2 trains here until late night. Oh, what's that? I hope I don't get Deutsche Bahn. I hope that's not a bad omen. Let's get on this train. I don't want to get too excited about this. Let's actually board the train. And we have left Battersea Park on time. I don't have to come back here. That's all that matters, even if things go very badly later in the run. All that matters is I don't have to come back to Battersea Park. Here's the time. See you at Surrey Quays. Alright, Surrey Keys. I think that over there is the train to West Croydon. So yeah, that train that just left was from West Croydon. I could have ran for it if I really wanted to, but I think I'm just gonna go finish up New Cross first.
Sleeping to Streetlink for support. Thank you for travelling with London Overground.
Alright, I am at New Cross. Let's go to New Cross Gate. Wow, it's huge. Oh, it's the Baker Loop. I haven't ridden it yet, but I need to someday. So we're at New Cross Gate. I think the one that I wanted to get to West Croydon I missed very narrowly, but I think the one that I get now to Crystal Palace might just be able to work and are able to time a southern departure well enough that will get me to West Croydon and continue up from there. I don't know, we'll have to find out. Okay, Crystal Palace is a pretty neat station. I guess the question now becomes, do I want to turn back on this same train? Or do I want to try for a southern train? I think I'm going to do the latter. Oh, so platforms 1 and 2 are here. Oh wow, I love this station. I'm going to come back here. Alright, so now that I have a few minutes sort of waiting, not much I can do. Let's do a time check. And I'd like to talk about where I'm going next, because now I gotta start thinking about that a little bit. So the real timing challenge for me is the Liberty line. We'll put a graphic on screen now, but basically it's a shuttle from Romford to Upminster that only goes every 30 minutes. And obviously, if you know where Romford and Upminster are, that means I have to go all the way to them. So currently the thought process is to go from, once I finish West Croydon, go back up to Dalston Junction, Dalston Kingsland, walk between the two of them, or do Canterbury Hybrid or something depending on timing. Either way, get on the Monmouth line to Stratford, and then from there get a train to Romford or Upminster, and then shuttle between the two on the Liberty line, and then come back into town, ideally to Barking, and then I would start to do the Suffragette line. But the point is the Liberty line runs every 30 minutes, and currently I'm probably going to make the 11:11 one from Romford. So, hoping that that actually happens. Alright, let's finally go to West Croydon on yet another 377. I would say they're getting old, but they're still nice, come on. So it's 9:19, just made it to West Croydon. That train was a little slower than I thought it would be, although it did still arrive on time. And that just doesn't make me wonder if it didn't spend like 3 minutes dwelling at every station. it probably would have gotten here by 9:16, which is the overground train I would have liked to catch. But I saw it leaving just as we were pulling in. Like, I wasn't expecting to make it, but still, that's a little gut-wrenching. But yeah, and I still made it, like, in just a short time, so I'm not lying to you. Yeah, so this does, so had I, you know, backtracked that Crystal Path to sit them, I would have gotten here at 9:27. Train's in 7 minutes. I'm gonna head back momentarily, but I just do want to show the West Croydon tram stop, which is right next door to the station. It's actually single tracked over here. Yeah, definitely got to come back and check out more of the Croydon tram link. You know, it feels like I've been out and about for ages, but it's still only 9:30 in the morning. That said, I kind of have been out and about for ages. I started my day at 4:45 on the tube. But yeah, that right there is the train I would have gotten had I, you know, backtracked at Sydenham. So in effect, I didn't lose any time from doing that southern shortcut. So yeah, let's go to Dalston Junction, I think. Alright, Dalston Junction, that's the Windrush line complete. Or at least all but the stations that are not exclusive to the Windrush line. We're gonna get the other two a bit later. So now I have 5 minutes to make my way to Dalston Kingsland. It's the one I would like to get. Again, it's only 5-minute difference, but still, I feel like I could have used that 5 minutes to go to Canonbury. Or all the way to Highbury and Islington. I don't think I would have made it there, but it definitely would have made it to Canonbury. Hope I don't regret that later, but whatever. We're here, and the train should be here in a minute. Oh, I can see it. We are stopped on the way to Stratford. And the editor put up all the times I failed at Stratford, just to remind everyone what we're about to go through. Oh! That's a shame. Well, here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. Oh. There it goes. Okay, we're moving again. I think what was a 5-minute transfer is now looking like a 3-minute transfer. Yeah, a 3-minute transfer at Stratford isn't bad. Just a question, can it end up getting any worse?
It can't. That was the only way I could get out of it. Turned into a black hole. That French boat from 12 months.
Stratford was really busy, so I didn't really feel like filming, but I guess my reaction will speak for itself.
Made it. Made it. Alright, I'm on the 1041 list line.
We made it. We're going to Romford.
Yes, we're going to check there. It's 10:45.
Alright, we're at Romford. I've come here so often that I should probably rename it. And since I've come here so often, I should be the one to rename it. I'm gonna call it the Snack Zone.
So yeah, starting your day at 4:30 in the morning just to ride trains does make you hungry, and I don't want to go without eating, so I did pick up a quick sandwich from Costa back at Watford. It's a BLT. I can taste the B and T, but not the L.
Speaking of Costa, you can now buy me a coffee. If you'd like to support the channel and are able to, there's a link on screen right now in the video description. As a token of my appreciation, you will receive a shiny role in the Discord server, your name at the end of every video, early sneak peeks of what I'm working on, as well as some exclusive content for donators only, including an analysis of the Overground Challenge, which will be available right now as this video comes out. And with that, let's go back to the show.
So if I missed my connection in Stratford, I'd gotten that train, which meant I would have had 2 minutes to run from that to here, so yeah.
This is a Liberty Line train to Upminster.
Alright, we made it to Upminster. So, we are 54 stations out of 113. A bit over 5 hours. I think this is a good place to declare the halfway point.
C2C is looking quite busy today.
I'll just get to Barking.
Alright, I'm at Barking. Honestly, the 357s are terrible.
C2C, definitely one of my least favorite operators that I've experienced so far. But obviously Barking is the terminus of what was previously known as the Gospel Oak to Barking line. Barking. But now it is obviously the Gospel Oak to Barking, I said it again. The Gospel Oak to Barking Riverside line, because it got extended one stop to Barking Riverside. So now it's called the Suffragette line, of course. So let's go to Barking Riverside. So a quick time check. 5 hours and 20 minutes. I still don't know if 11 hours is possible. That's what I'm aiming for, sub 11. That's not my train. Let's go to the Riverside. Let's look at away. Okay, now something I want to address before we get to Barking Riverside is this train is scheduled, at least when you look at map apps, is scheduled to arrive 1 minute after the train back from Barking Riverside leaves. So that would be a negative 1 minute transfer, which isn't great. But what I've noticed so far is that a lot of trains here are scheduled to reach their terminus a few minutes after they actually do. I don't know if that's to account for potential delays in terms of a train being held on the other side, but that does mean there is a chance that I will be able to instantly bunk at Riverside. I'm not counting on it, but it's possible. Okay, we're here. It's still there. Go. We did it. Remember how I said that terminal arrival times or something was exaggerated? Well, we are crawling into smoke. Literally crawling. Alright, smoke. Station number 67. Alright, we made it to Gospel. Here's the time. Swap out the green pen for a blue one to do the Mall Main line. We still got a few stops towards Stratford that need to be visited. And then from there, down to Clapham Junction, Richmond. And then from there, we get to Liverpool Street to do the Weaver line. I have no idea what my estimated time of completion is. Oh, it's back. I found it again. Alright, Canterbury. Let's go to Richmond. Alright, Richmond, stop number 83. It's home to 7 platforms, Ted Lasso, and the train that I need to get to Clapham. Let's go to Clapham. Okay, this is a really nice train, the new Southwestern stock. I think it's an Adventure, I just don't know the exact class number. It's basically identical to the Liz line in Overground. 345s and 710s. So basically, this is a slightly slower service. There are faster ones that I could have waited a few minutes longer at Richmond to get the faster one. But that one gets into Clapham Junction 2 minutes later than this one. And I'm gonna need every minute I can get at Clapham.
Maximize the gap between the train and the catwalk edge.
There's one too many words there. Clapham Junction has 17 platforms and the Overground's on platform 1. So I'm hoping that we arrive in a low platform number, because there is a 0-minute transfer that I could make. I'm not expecting to, but if we're on a low platform, I might have a chance. Okay, so what platform are we gonna arrive on? This decides a lot about how I feel. Oh, okay, keep going, keep going. Oh, we're close, we're close. Did it leave yet? Did it leave yet? Oh, I think it left. Oh no, it's still there. Imagine. Nope, stop imagining. It just left. Yep. Unless. No, that was the one that just arrived. So yeah, I did just about miss it. By like 30 seconds. I mean, I can't fault the Arterio. It's a beautiful train. So thank you for taking me here. But yeah, that was gut-wrenching. I wasn't expecting to make it, but still very gut-wrenching to see it happen. Alright, we're at Clapham Junction. I went out just to catch a quick breather. It's just coming up to 8 hours. I still don't have any idea what is a realistic time at this point. My objective now is just to get to Liverpool Street as fast as possible, and right now that's probably looking like going to Shepherd's Bush on the Malmey taking that line off completely, then getting on the central line from there to Liverpool Street, and then we start knocking off the Weaver. Alright, Shepherd's Bush, 88 stops, and all the other stops left are the Weaver line. But I gotta get there now. This is a really busy station. Do that many people want to go to what is pretty mid-mall? So from Shepherd's Bush, I was hoping to make it to Liverpool Street in time to catch the 3 o'clock departure to Enfield town. Unfortunately, I had just narrowly missed it, which meant I had to settle for a 3:03 departure towards Chingford. However, at the time, I didn't realize that getting on the Chingford train would mean skipping 2 stations that aren't served by that branch, Cambridge Heath and London Fields. And of course, since I wasn't thinking through it, I only realized that once I got to Hackney Downs. Okay, Hackney Downs, I've kinda messed up here. What I should have done was waited at Liverpool Street, not rush for the Chingford train, because it's gonna skip Cambridge Heath and London Fields, and it's gonna take a while to come back, so I could be cooked. I could be seriously cooked. So I have to get back to London Fields and Cambridge Heath, and at Cambridge Heath in particular, there is a 0 minute, or 1 minute rather, transfer. So if any delays, I'm in big trouble. Like, I'm sure some of you were out there screaming at me that I should have not got onto the Chingford train, but like, I'm 9 hours in, like 11 hours if you count, since I've been awake and riding trains. Like, my judgment is getting a little clouded, I think. Okay, let's right my wrongs. Yep. Stuck here for another 15 minutes. Great. Great. So it turns out that actually running for the Taxxon train and making it would have been quite a bad idea. While Taxxon does have faster trains back to Hackney Downs from Greater Anglia, I would end up missing the 2 stations on the Enfield Town branch, which are Bush Hill Park and Enfield Town itself. So I would have to go back and get those somehow. So in a sense, missing that train actually did me a favor. But obviously, at this point, I am still exhausted and not thinking through everything. One thing you don't hear about these transit challenges, especially these really long ones, is they are quite a marathon, and endurance is as much of a skill as the planning itself. In this time, what I realized is that there is actually a way to get between Enfield Town and Southbury, which is the first station on the Taxxon branch, fairly quickly. There's quite a lot of buses that run between the 2 stations. However, I would have to get really lucky and perhaps have to run for it a little bit, because there are only about 11 minutes to make the transfer, at least according to schedules. But once I got onto my Enfield Town train, it was a minute late. And soon a 1 minute delay became a 2 minute delay, which soon became a 3 minute delay, which soon became a 4 minute delay, which soon became a 5 minute delay. Come on now. All this while the Taxxon train is ticking along behind us, and I would have just under 10 minutes, in theory, to get between the 2 stations. There was little more that I could do, except hope that the 191 would hurry along to Southbury. And now there's nothing that I can do, except pray. It would appear the train is 2 minutes late. I might have a chance. It ain't over till it's over. Now is not the time for a red light. This feels subsea.
This is gonna be a matter of seconds. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Chestnut. The next stop is...
Wow, we're adjacent. Alright, so all I gotta do now is get on that train, first of all, which I really don't want to run for after what happened at Southbury, but all of what I did to get to Southbury would be to waste if I don't get on that. So let's do that. Come on, just get on. Who invented 2-3 seating? Alright. Let's have a nice leisurely walk to the Chingford platform. No stress though, it'll be alright. We'll make it. Although I don't like the look of that. Not that it matters, but I am eerily close to sub 11. So like you can tell, we are eerily close to 11 hours. And I think if this last train to Chingford gets there on time, I will just about hit 11 hours. And here it comes, the final train. Let's finish this job. Which one is it? 116. That's my final train. Alright, nearly 11 hours ago, I left Watford Junction, riding all of the Overground lines to all 113 stops, except there's only one more. Okay, I promise you this is not staged, this is not fixed in any way, but it is so close to 11 hours. It's the moment this light turns green. Oh, I don't think we're getting it. Oh, no sub 11. Oh, 113 stations in 11 hours. You did it. can't believe I did it. It's over. The Overground challenge is over. 113 stations, 6 lines, I don't know how many trains, lots of sprints, 2 Costa sandwiches. There it is. There it is. The Overground challenge. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but if it does come out when I think it will, happy holidays. So I guess the only question now is, when's the tube challenge?